Hey guys, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the watch market, our current inventory, and what's going on at the office. To all the guys that were saying, RM, he's just making stuff up and it's going to go down. Check the market. Hey guys, what's going on? Checking in here today just to let you guys know what's going on at the office, give you a little bit of update on the state of the market, what we have in stock, what we're selling, and what's going on. A lot of people have been asking us, hey, what's going on with the market? What are you guys up to? What are you selling? And I just wanted to give you guys an overall update as to what's actually happening here, because we did change our inventory around a little bit just to cater to a lot of our clients that have been asking for specific pieces or things in generals, and to just refresh. So as you guys know, before we actually had about 50 Richard Mille in stock, which was 2 boxes full. We decided to take a little bit of a turn, not away from RM at all, but actually just to structure our inventory a little bit differently. So I'm gonna give you guys an idea of how that's looking right now. So as of right now, we've came down from, like I said, 50 to 55 RMs in stock, which was over 2 full boxes, to having around 25 to 35 RMs in stock. This allowed for us to free up a little bit of capital in order to pivot into something that everyone's been asking for us to keep in stock, which we are now doing and are really focused on, which is going to be Patek Philippe. So we've actually picked up a lot of Pateks in the past couple weeks. We're stocking up on them. Our goal for everyone now is to have 1 box or 1.5 boxes of Richard Mille, 1 box of super serious AP, and then that whole box of Patek. Now people are probably asking out there, well, what's going on? Why'd you have to drop down? Why aren't you having so many RMs in stock anymore? Looking at our RM inventory as a whole, and I'm sure as you guys know out there, in the past couple years, the prices for watches have gotten very expensive. So that being said, for us to have very heavy stock requires a lot of capital. So sometimes you need to look at what you have in inventory and sort of manage that correctly so that you have a nice diverse selection of everything. So as far as Richard Mille, we're going to be keeping our very standard models in stock, the 11s, 35s, 55, 65, 67s, all of those standard models. We're going to have, instead of having 3 11 titaniums, we'll have 1 or 2 11 titaniums. Instead of having 5 11 rose golds, we're going to have 2 or 3. So we just removed a little bit of our duplicates because we did have a lot of duplicates before. Now that being said, we definitely aren't opposed to buying duplicates. We are looking to buy RMs every single day. However, we did want to structure this so that we have that capital to start buying Patek and also a lot of these bigger APs. So before, we used to have a box of APs and let's say it was X price last year. Now this year it's 2 or 3 times that price. So as our capital gets depleted buying so much of one particular brand, we look and we want to be able to diversify. So that's sort of why we are where we are right now, where we're going to have, like I said, 1 box of RM, 1 box of those super heavy hitter APs. Those guys are starting to get really expensive. I mean, we have a bunch of APs here that have crazy $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 costs to be able to cater to our very elite and VIP clients. So we actually like I said, restructuring, and we're very excited to do that. And we're going to be working on a brand that we did sell a lot of. However, we weren't really specializing and focusing specifically in, which we want to do now. When you guys start picking up these 6102Rs and these 5980s and these 5271Ps and things of that nature, the bankroll gets depleted pretty quick because these guys are coming with big price tags, and to have them in stock costs a lot. So that being said, we're working on that now, and I'm excited to walk you through a few pieces and just catch you guys up to date. So on my wrist today, we actually have a 25829BA. which is a piece that we just picked up. This is going to be a yellow gold perpetual calendar skeleton. So one of my favorite APs of all time besides the dual time. We're really excited to pick it up, have it on wrist. I've been wearing it ever since we got it. Super excited to get it in a new home because it is one of my favorite watches. Honestly, I'm trying to keep it in stock a little bit longer just so I can enjoy it a little bit, but we are going to be letting it go very soon. So if you guys are interested in something like this, definitely hit us up. Now, to walk through the box a little bit as well, we have a Premier Edition AP Tourbillon in a blue dial. We have an RM61 Johann Blake. We have Bubba factory setting. We have an RM11 aftermarket setting. We actually just picked up this piece, which I've been staring at for the past day. It's absolutely beautiful. This is going to be a big boy. So this is the blue titanium concept, one of my favorites. I absolutely love the blue accents inside of it. We just got this guy in. We have an RM30 with aftermarket diamonds. We picked up this blue dial AP rose gold perpetual calendar. We actually have two RM11 kites, two RM11 rose golds. We actually picked up a RM11 black DLC that's limited 3 pieces in the world, and then a bunch of various Pateks, which I wanted to talk to you guys about. So on my desk over here, I have a 5980 1AR, and in the box we have yet another 5980 1AR. So we're very excited to bring these to you guys. We're going to be picking up a lot more Pateks, like I was saying. We also picked up a 5712 on a leather strap, which is a classic. This is like a true class watch to me. I've always loved the 5712 ever since I first saw it a few years back. We actually picked up another piece. My customer just traded this guy in. This is a 3710. Honestly, guys, if you haven't seen the 3710, do a little bit of research on it. Power reserve indicator, Roman numerals, beautiful watch. I love the matte dial, not something you see every day. Very special piece, and in my opinion, one of the most undervalued Pateks on the market by far. And also a 5167A, and then we have another array of pieces coming in. We have the 5980 1R, 5167A, 5164A. So we picked up essentially the whole mainstream Patek line, which was important for us to have in stock here to offer to you guys. That also is a little bit of explanation as to what's going on with our box. What else do we have over here? Oh, a couple various RM10s and RM5s, which we always keep in stock. Those guys fly off the shelf, so really excited to have them in. Now, that being said, as far as the state of the market, and I wanted to touch on this a little bit because people have been asking about it nonstop in the DMs, comments, talking about it, calling in, asking about it. So the market as a whole right now has taken a little bit of a correction. Now, this is not on everything. This is just on select pieces and a few select brands to give you an idea of what this correction looks like. We're talking about very minor, between 3 to 10 points on some models. Some models that went up very fast from particular brands did come down a little bit harder. For the most part, the market as a whole is very strong and stable right now. You guys do have to remember that there is a lot going on in the world right now. War, there was a crypto correction, stock correction, political events that are happening, a bunch of different factors at play right now. However, that being said, with all these things at play, to see a very minor correction in the watch market, not to be worried at all, in my opinion. As you can see, we're buying very heavy stock, and we're very confident in it, and you guys should be as well. At the end of the day, when you're buying a watch, you should be buying something that you love and that you're happy with. Yes, you do want to do good on your investment and make sure that everything's stable and everything like that. But as of right now, the market is very stable. Prices are honestly doing very well, even comparatively to last year or the year before. I mean, we're still seeing incredible gains, and people are getting good watches that they like. People really now believe in the watch market much more than they did previously, and you're seeing this even in Russia, right? I'm sure you guys saw on the news that people were actually using hard assets like watches and jewelry to bargain and buy stuff in Russia. There was actually a few other things where Russian assets were seized, like watches and jewelry, things of that nature. So just to give you guys an idea of the market, it is doing very well. As far as breaking it down by brand, I would say the biggest correction in the market came to Patek. I would say the biggest points off would be Patek. Following that, it would be Rolex. A lot of the stainless steel sports models did see a correction. Now, these corrections are nothing major. We're not talking a crash or anything bad. Like I said, between 3 to 5 points, depending on the models, which is healthy. It's good to see this in a market, just like stock market. Watches are very similar. They go up, then they might come down a little bit, then they'll go back up. At the end of the day, you have to buy your dealer, you have to buy the correct piece, and you have to buy someone that you like. If you do those 3 things, you're gonna do very well over time, so you should not be worried or overthinking anything at all. definitely want to be picking up stuff that you like and that you believe in. And if you're going to be wearing it and enjoying it, you know, if the chart's going up and then a little flat and then down and then up again, you know, at the end of the day, you don't really need to worry about what your watch is worth every single day. You should be wearing it and enjoying it. That's the most important thing, besides protecting your investment, of course, but definitely nothing to be too fearful about. As far as that, we are asking people right now, if you do have pieces that you want to sell, please let us know, because we are trying to continue to ramp up our inventory, and we're almost at that sweet spot where we have, you know, like I said, 1 box of heavy hitter AP, 1 box of heavy hitter RM, and then that 1 box of heavy hitter Patek, as well as having, you know, the various Rolex and all of our stainless steel APs and stuff like that. But that being said, to give you guys an update about the RM market in general, right now, extremely strong. And by extremely strong, I mean very, very strong, almost impossible to buy anything correctly. So that also is a little bit of a factor that affected our inventory abilities. Before, we were buying, you know, like I said, an RM almost every day. Right now, it's taking a lot longer for us to find those deals. So at the moment, we're trying to buy at least 1 or 2 a week, sometimes more if we get lucky. But recently, the prices for RM have been trending up. We're seeing this in the RM55 Bubba Watson, the 3502 Black, the 67s took a big jump. The RM11 Rose Golds also took a jump. 1103 Rose Gold Titanium reached over that $400,000 mark, which is actually incredible. So we are seeing RM tick up a little bit here, which I honestly was anticipating, and I did touch on previously in a few videos. Shout out to all the guys that were saying, you know, oh, you know, RM, he's just making stuff up and it's going to go down. Check the market, because it really is very strong and doing very well. All the RM guys out there, I'm sure, are very happy right now, because they are seeing prices tick up in a healthy way, you know, not too drastic or ridiculous like we see in other brands, but just, you know, a very stable and very healthy uptick. We are seeing very limited production for a lot of the RM models this year, and a big transition into these more modern models. So you should expect to see them continue to do well in the upcoming months and years. As far as, you know, correction overall, AP and RM definitely took the RM almost no hit, AP a minor hit, Rolex I would say a little bit more of a hit, and then Patek obviously the biggest of the correction, which we typically see in correction scenarios. Patek oftentimes does take the biggest correction. I'm actually not sure why that is. I want to do a little bit of research into that and see. I think it just has to do with buying patterns of the Patek collectors and the price points for a lot of the models. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you like our new structure, how we've set up things, we'll do a little bit of B-roll through all of our inventory to show you guys what we have right now, just so you can check it out. And if you're selling anything and you want to reach out to us, please hit us up on Instagram or message us or call us or contact us, because we always are buying, and we're excited to bring all this information to you guys and let you guys know what's going on. So thank you so much.